Alright, we're back for another shave this morning. It's Wednesday, so of course that means it's Williams Wednesday. So we're going to be going with some Williams today. And I was challenged by Mr. CDB, Chris Bailey, after talking a little shit on multiple videos about how bad people's lathers were. So he said, since you seem to be poking so much fun, why don't you give it a go? So I wasn't truly tagged by anybody, but more so challenged for my big mouth. So here we are. Williams. Never used Williams before, ever. So this is truly going to be a first impressions as well. This is, I just went to the store, picked this up. It was like $1.20 or some shit like that. So it comes in a little cardboard box. Nothing fancy, just same shit, front and back. It does say on the label here, pair with Aqua Velva. I didn't realize they were in cahoots. So it just kind of has like a kind of a medium cleaning product type scent. Yeah, not very attractive at all. So there's the soap. It has a little stamped front. Nothing on the back. Pretty damn hard. So I'm just going to drop that in the Lancaster bowl here. So that's a fresh puck of unmolested Williams. Didn't do any blooming. If you want to bloom Williams, we don't do that shit. I don't bloom any of my soaps. If you want to bloom something, you bloom a flower. If you haven't caught on yet, I am doing a little tribute to Shaving with Fuzzy there, using a lot of his sayings. And since we're doing a little tribute to Shaving with Fuzzy, we're not going to be using any of those newfangled thingies. We're going to be using a 1912 gem here. So this isn't the fancy Art Deco handle. This is the more basic bitch handle, but it's still a really good looking razor. I got a Personna stainless blade in there. Probably should have used a carbon steel blade. I think Fuzzy likes carbon steel, but it's too late now. Got my badger brush here. Just gonna let some of that water out. Thader badger brush. And we're gonna be getting in a little bit of breakfast stout. Not coffee, but breakfast stout. Imperial Oatmeal Stout from Fremont. Some real good stuff right there. No Cafe Bustelo. No. Breakfast stout. Alright. So, got the Williams in the Lancaster bowl. So, this thing is basically notorious for having a shitty lather, shitty performance. Well, actually, I don't think the performance. Shitty lather, and it dissipates quickly. So we're going to see about that right fucking now. So here we go. It actually kind of fits in my bowl real well. It's not sliding around at all. Of course, it starts sliding as soon as I say it's not sliding around at all. I didn't actually see a whole hell of a lot of people accept this tag video or accept this challenge with the Williams actually in a mug. See a couple people hand lather. A couple people threw it in a bowl like I am. I didn't see a whole hell of a lot of people actually put it in a mug. I suppose I could have done that, but thought about it after the fact, so here we are. Now, oddly enough, look like I got a pretty good looking lather. I mean, obviously it's airy, It seems quite thorough, like it's not see-through or anything. Let's see if it dissipates after I put it on the skin. But you could see I didn't have to sacrifice any goats or summon any spirits or use any crazy water or anything. I did see the Red Island shaver just basically whip out a lather like he was going about his business with any other lather. And it looked pretty good. So, I don't know. Now, I'm kind of like a little bit like Fuzzy here. Whereas I don't think the soap was ever intended to be buttercream. I think it was just intended more or less to be a everyday working man's lather. Oop, slinging suds here. I don't think this was ever intended to be this big voluminous lather. I think it was always intended to be a just inexpensive product that'll get you by. So, really, if it performs well for $1.20, that's good enough for me. And it does seem to be dissipating as we go, but as long as there's a layer of slickness, I don't really give a damn. So here we go. I seem to have picked something up right away. Maybe a little blemish or something. No big deal there. Definitely seems to have good slickness. I could see the dissipating part. Of course, I didn't sit here and work it for 20 minutes, but I rarely work anything for 20 minutes, so. Definitely dissipating, so I could see why people say that. Like I said, I think this was intended to be a working man's product. I don't think they were sitting there really trying to enjoy their shave all that much like we do. I'm pretty sure the people that buy this that aren't hobbyists or enthusiasts like we are, I'm pretty sure shaving is still a chore to them, and Williams just kind of fits right into that monotony. That was a good pass one. Definitely has slickness. Not a whole hell of a lot of cushion. But definitely has all the slickness you'll need to get a good shave if you demonstrate good technique. So we'll go ahead and lather up for pass 2 here. I'll go ahead and get some more from the puck. Like I said, kind of medium, just under medium. Maybe some sort of citrus house, all-purpose cleaner type scent. Not a fan. I suppose the weeper right off the bat is kind of a blood in, blood out for talking shit about other people's lathers. But of course, I was just having fun. Yeah, definitely not a soap that I'm gonna run to anytime soon. Pretty unimpressive as far as scent goes. Performance is fine. I don't have nothing to complain about as far as the performance is going. But you can see it's pretty transparent, pretty thin. You know, I may have overhydrated the first layer, but definitely the second layer I didn't add anything to it. I think it's rather thin, but definitely retains enough slickness to get the job done. Excuse me. I wanted to use my straight again today, but I figured if I'm going to do a fuzzy themed shave, I might as well use a few things Fuzzy might use. Of course, Fuzzy would never be caught dead bowl lathering, but that is, of course, where me and him differ. But if you haven't checked out Shaving with Fuzzy, go ahead and give him a look. He uses a bunch of vintage gear, and he's really proficient with pretty much all of it. And we need channels like that who aren't just using the latest hyped up item. We need channels that are just purely keeping the vintage portion of our community going. And he does that in flying fashion. So well, all right, we got a pretty damn good shave here. It's always a pleasure to use the 1912. Like Fuzzy said, they probably could have stopped making razors right here, and we all would have got by just fine. Alright. You know what I should have done? I should have got some witch hazel and done a witch hazel third pass like he did. Again, I didn't fucking think ahead. But he does this cool thing where he does his touch-up pass with just witch hazel, no soap. And his touch-up pass just ends up being a full pass. So, and he does that every shave, so that's pretty cool to watch. Kind of dispels the myth right there that you need this fluffy-ass soap when he's just using nothing but witch hazel. So, yeah, check out Shaving with Fuzzy if you haven't. Pretty cool, cranky old guy. Alright. Go ahead and dry this off. We'll get into a little post shave. So I didn't try too hard, really, to make gobs and gobs of leather with Williams, because I frankly don't think it was ever intended to be that. And I'm not going to sit here and trying to put lipstick on a pig. You know, I don't think it was ever made to be this big, fluffy, voluminous lather that's pretty to look at. I think it is what it is. It's perfectly serviceable to get you by, but otherwise you're basically throwing pearls at swine, like Shaven Butcher said. I don't even know if that's in the right context, but I got a fucking laugh out of that. I like it. I like kind of other cultures' sayings. God, they crack me up. Or even just sayings from yesteryear. Every now and then I'll hear my dad or my grandma or grandpa say some funny ass shit that I never heard before. Sayings that they used to say back then. So I heard Shaven Butcher say, throwing pearls at swine or some shit like that. And oh man, I started cracking up. And then I was watching The Cutting Edge, and he said that he told somebody at the border of Belgium, you know, you can't come in because of the virus. And they looked at him like a cow does the train. And I just, oh my God, I started laughing. I'm probably butchering the delivery, but he said that the kids in the car looked at him like a cow does a train. And I just fucking lost it. I think that would be like equivalent to our like deer in the headlights, but a cow, how a cow looks at a train. So, I don't know. That kind of stuff, man, I get a kick out of that. But it looks like we got a good shave. I took something off right here, right at the beginning. I guess I didn't even notice. But it felt smooth. And it was bleeding. It was bleeding pretty good there for a second, but it kind of stopped. And then it looks like I got something on my neck here. All these battle wounds, but who really gives a damn? We're going to throw some post-shave balm on. And this time we're coming pretty much from my other favorite balm. And this is from Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. And this is their post-shave Elixir. So this is a vegan balm. Unscented. Comes in a little pump top. We'll get some of that going here. This is real good stuff. As far as helping the skin bounce back quickly, as well as retaining a bunch of moisture, which Williams, you know, I don't think, like I said, I don't think this soap was meant to give you a luxury post-shave feel. So we're going to need all the help we can get today. Alright, so, not a bad shave whatsoever. Williams did its job. I didn't lose my shit like Johan did. Of course, I think that was just for entertainment, but it can be frustrating if you try to dress this pig up, you know, and take it to the prom. You're probably going to get a couple laughs, man. You're going to get a couple people laughing at you because it is what it is, guys. It's just there to get you by. It's not there to give you a post shave. It's not there to give you big, fluffy, pretty buttercream lather. It's just Williams. But this, of course, did a great job. I love using this old Gem 1912. Lancaster Bowl. Thader Silvertip Badger. Those both did their job. I enjoyed myself a nice little stout. And that's it. So, challenge accepted. I did terrible just like everyone else. So, if you want to know any of the characters, you want to go check out their channels that I mentioned in this shave. I mentioned the Red Island Shaver. Awesome YouTube channel. Johan from Shave and Butcher. Awesome YouTube channel. Shaving with Fuzzy. Awesome YouTube channel. And then CDB challenged me for talking all this shit. So, IAMCDB. So, I'm not going to link any of them. Just, they are exactly how I said them. So, check them out. And that'll be it for me, guys. Have a good Wednesday. I'll catch you next time.